this incredibly imposing, and from down here, quite intimidating structure is Derwent Dam. This is Derwent Reservoir in the Peak District. And I thought I'd do a little kind of mini documentary, a little look around what gets uncovered in the shadow of the dam down here when the water level drops. There's so much stuff, and I just find it absolutely fascinating. Let's take a look around. The water level is quite low, and by the look of it, has been for a little while. There's a fair amount of green where stuff's starting to grow, where the water used to be, which is always the case, but it's a good indication that it's been dry for a little while. I always find things like this fascinating. They've just sat there under the water for, I would guess, quite a while. And every now and then, they get to see daylight again. A block of wood and a wooden post. I wonder what they were in a former life. I just love these remnants of the past that just appear. There must be so much history buried in these banks. Well, the grass pretty much everywhere may be brown, but at least something's green. I can only begin to imagine what a hive of activity this place must have been when the dams were being constructed. I'd love to go back just for a day and experience it. There are lots of these mounds just dotted about down here. Kind of almost looks like dumped concrete, which I'm sure must be something that in some way was used in the construction of the dams. I'd love to know what. I'd love to know why all this stuff's here, what it did, what its purpose was. What a magnificent structure. It really does feel quite intimidating being this close to the dam, being way below where the water would normally be. Incredible structure. So there's a quick look at what gets uncovered here at Derwent Reservoir when the water level drops. We desperately need rain, and we desperately need these reservoirs to fill back up again. But for now, if you do find yourself in the Peak District and fancy having a look around here, it really is fascinating just seeing these little glimpses of the past that get uncovered every now and then. Well, pretty much every summer now, realistically, but it's still fascinating. And on that note, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.